Kinfolk Kinfolk. Let's see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We about to break bread right now. That being said, you know how I play it. I'm gonna use a few references or use few modernly termed things, but you can apply it across the board, right? So as far as the industry goes, I'm noticing, as more and more people are starting to find themselves in the industry, more and more people finding themselves in a position of substantiating oneself. I'm starting to notice that said people are being assimilated into certain things that ain't all that becoming, of oneself, okay? So, that being said, definitely want to chime in, chop it up with y'all real quick, and talk about some correlations that I'm starting to see. You know what I mean? Some correlations I'm starting to see. You funny. If I had to, I probably would, you feel me? Thank you, Kelly G, for the likes, you know what I'm saying? Or Kelly. Let me see what's that say. That's Kelly G in the building. But I'm starting to see, as sure as we got certain politics, appreciate y'all coming in. Make sure y'all tap that screen, share the live. As we got certain politics within our inner circles, you feel me? I'm starting to see those same politics. Thank you, I don't know you. Appreciate that love. As sure as we deal with each other in certain ways, I'm starting to see that leak into certain industries. All right, so I'm gonna start in, and then I'm gonna work my way out, right? So the way that I normally used to see people deal with their problems, like we would, intentionally blame each other for the things that we might see each other doing. Oh, I got people trying to come in. I can't do it right now, Kyle. All right. So we might hold somebody accountable for something that happened long time ago, right? At one point by law, it had a statute of limitations. But given that, oh no, I don't drink soda like that. But given that a lot of us, don't necessarily participate in law or study law, I'm pretty sure that got past a lot of us. Appreciate you sharing the live, Kelly. I'm pretty sure that got past a lot of us how later on you seen certain people that was charged for things that they did, past the statute of limitation, but given how society was moving, given how people within society still hold others accountable, you know what I'm saying? The law in turn did the same thing, So again, as much as we want to make it seem like we have no say-so or no, control over things, I'm just trying to point out how we inspire as well as incite different things within the environments in which we live, right? So, all right, let's fast forward, start looking at this music industry, right? Now, when you start looking at the music industry and start seeing how you got certain brothers and sisters that are being picked out of certain communities, you know what I'm saying, to depict certain things, whether it might be the reality in which these people exist in or not. Either way, these people are being handpicked to display or depict certain images, and they get paid a certain amount, right? Now, as much as people would tell you, status this, status that, one thing I know, the status can, be acquired. You feel me? And for a lot of people, certain statuses that they thought they would reach by having certain requirements or, having certain things, it didn't necessarily work out that way. But it still, nonetheless, don't change the fact that people believe that status can be acquired, as well as the possibilities of status being acquired. Now, you got these said people that come from different environments, come from backgrounds such as us, urban environments, and now they got these friends, right? They got these friends who they done kicked it with. Appreciate you kicking it with me, Kelly. Appreciate everybody tapping in. They got these friends they done kick it with, but now there's starting to be a distance between the two of them. Because, for one, a lot of people would say, well, why don't they just take care of their friends and look out for them? Sure, you mess around and get a RICO. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and get an extra charge just for that. You feel me? Because now you bringing up people that, in groups. You know what I'm saying? Bringing up people in groups. So when you start thinking about these different things and start seeing people catching different charges and stuff of that nature, I'm just, I'm throwing these things out here so we can pay more attention to what we're looking at. Better yet, see how we can effectively, find some solutions for the next generation and what we dealing with. For one, tell them the streets is a microcosm of the macro. You feel me? They're a microcosm of the macro. So as sure as there's certain things that's going on within the streets, there's certain things that's going on within your regular legal jobs and stuff like that. A lot of people, don't readily talk about. Because again, these are, what's deemed socially acceptable amongst the masses. So at this point, it's like, what I look like trying to go against the grain, so to speak. But be that as it may, for me, I got to speak on it because I got too many of, my peers. Often, I find myself in certain predicaments. I could have got caught up messing around, trying to be involved in certain industries or trying to express certain greatnesses within myself that I can display. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible and keep it as, within the guidelines of this wonderful platform that we have. Again, mainly what I'm talking about is how some of the people that would readily speak out for you, some of the people that would bring light to some of the situations that we going through or that we facing, are being targeted, are being easily picked off by way of how they're being positioned. Even though it seems like, they getting all these accolades, they getting this money. What's up with it, Tyra? Appreciate y'all tapping in. Thank y'all for tapping that screen. We up to 1,000 likes already. Appreciate everybody. Even though it seems like these people are coming up, they getting these accolades, they getting this amount of money, they doing shows here. You feel me? It don't change the fact that it's more to it than what appears. You know what I'm saying? It's more to it than what appears. To the point you got brothers who can't even go around their peers no more. Can't even go around their peers no more. Can't even go to, places they used to go. I see you, Kelly. Appreciate that. Sunshine, what's up? Can't even go around they old peers no more. Can't visit their parents. Because if you come back to the hood, they gonna get you. Why? Because the majority of the people in your old neighborhood, they don't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, for me, I look at it like this. It's almost like you setting them boys up. Because as sure as you could allocate certain resources to the area in which this person lives, you know what I'm saying? Instead, you just give it to one person and essentially, take your hands off. When we get to thinking about certain cases where, we lost certain individuals, you can clearly see at one point in time where they was protected or could have been protected, and then you seen, hey, it's almost like a hands-off measure took place. So when there's like, now they up for grabs. Appreciate that follow. And me personally, I refuse to sit back and act like I don't see it when I have. I clearly see these things along the path to the point I'm like, you know what? No longer will I act like I don't see what I clearly see. No longer will I act like, it's everybody's fault. But what's really going on? What's up with it? Mix Rican in the building. How you doing? Hey. What's up with it? GG in the building. But as long as we keep going along as though, there's nothing going on. Let's see. What's going on with this signal? Alright, there we go. Thank you so much, GG, for the love. They've been put in positions where it's like, now you be in any other situation. What's up with it, Marco? Any other situation, you will recognize that these people are being set aside to be, destroyed. The way these things go is they discredit you and then destroy you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't catch the beginnings of it because the first thing they do is build you up. Build you up. Let me see if I turn off my Wi-Fi, we'll be good, y'all. Let me see. If I turn off my, we'll be good. I'm just saying, man, like in any other situation, if we seen these type of activities, if we seen, you know, this type of movement, we would clearly be like, you know what? They setting this person up. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to try this Wi-Fi thing. You'll be like, they clearly setting this person up to be targeted. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Like, for instance, when a young lady with a man and he seek to, you know, separate her from everybody else, you know, we be like, man, he already done been doing this now. If he separated, you know, from that point, he just gonna be able to have his way. Same thing with these, you know, this industry and different things that people find themselves involved in. You know, the more you separate yourself from the people that was meant to help you or the people that once was helping you, you find yourself in a predicament where it's like, you know what, now I am good for the, and you know, they seem like grand opportunities, you know what I'm saying? For a lot of people, it's like, shoot, this is an opportunity for me to finally do what I said I wanted to do as far as my music, you know what I'm saying? But I just really want you to, you know, pay attention to the people who done went before you, the people who had to go through different things. And you probably, you know, a lot of people look at the old heads of music and be like, man, they broke, they dusty, they don't got this. But y'all didn't pay attention to the different contracts these people had. Appreciate you coming back, Gigi. They ain't pay attention to the different contracts these people had to the point I'm starting to see bros signing the same 360s. You know what I'm saying? Signing the same 360s that you heard people like TLC and a few other veterans talking about, like, man, I'm broke because of a certain contract that people were labeling the 360 contract. So when I think about that, I'm like, man, whew, generation after generation being led to the slaughter and being played for our virtues. You know what I'm saying? The things that should make us virtuous, the things that should make us thrive, are the same things that being used to take our lives. A lot of people don't recognize when you got more respect, come on now, then you got money, it'll take you a long way. So what y'all think about the flip side? When you got more money, then you got respect, it'll change the whole situation. It'll change everything to the point now people looking at you like a target, an easy target. An easy target. Exactly. They don't read the full contract, you know. And once you put a person in a bear trap, and you say, hey, if you sign this, you feel me, I'll get you out the bear trap. Who gonna take the time to read? You feel me? Not to say that's an excuse. You know, that's why a lot of times I always remind myself I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. I'm in these situations, but I must transcend the moment in order for me to keep on going, as well as for this moment to not be in vain. A lot of us, we go through things and, you know, we don't even recognize why. We just complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, now I understand when the old heads used to say, I won't complain. Because it's in that moment of you learning not to complain that you begin to understand what's to gain from everything that you've been going through, every position that you've been put in. Appreciate everybody tapping in. If you could, if you would, share that live, tap that screen like you trying to knock on wood, because these conversations will save lives. They will. As sure as we intentionalize it and put our energy together and coincide, like, you know, we going through different things, y'all, but don't let the situation that you in the moment cause you to try to make a temporary fix that cause you a lifetime of ish that you got to go through. A lifetime of problems that keep on holding you back. You feel me? A lifetime of problems that keep on holding you back. And truth be told, the holding back starts when you begin to complain. when you begin to complain. And for a lot of us, you know, this certain industry, the certain images that I'm talking about is what a lot of us complain about. Like, why I don't got this? Why I ain't as far along as this person? You feel me? Why? And a lot of times we need to be grateful. We just need to be grateful that, hey, these people, for one, is able to be an example for us on what can happen. Because it could have been any of us. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, a lot of us get made an example out of. So as much as we want to be like, you know, such and such could have knew better, da-da-da, sometimes it, hey, ain't no information out there. Sometimes ain't no information out there. And the best teacher is to learn on the fly. Appreciate them lights, Queen. The best teacher is to learn on the fly. Meaning learning through doing it. Learning through doing. You feel me? Everybody got their own time, seasoning, yeah. Big old facts. You know what I'm saying? I just look at it like, you know, it's like planting. You know, depending on how you treat the soil for the years to come or leading up determines how the plant will grow. How high it will grow. How much it will yield. You feel me? What's up, Mary? You know, that's what I call you because I don't want to mess your name up. But it shows how you know, it will yield. So the same thing I'm doing now is I'm trying to create the soil to be fertile. Trying to create a fertile soil, y'all, by having these conversations to let you know that, like, you know what? You're not tripping. You're not tripping. You're not less than. You're not as unskilled as it may seem. You feel me? But you gotta recognize certain people are being chosen. Well, you know, certain people are being chosen to do certain acts. What's up with it, K? So when you think about these certain acts that you seeing take place, when you seeing people doing things that you like, man, appreciate that, K. Appreciate that investment as I seek to invest in you. That you see people doing things they got you like, man, I would never do that. And why they think that's okay? Why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? These are the times when you got to be like, you know what? I'm just glad I'm able to see the truth for what it is. Because believe it or not, a lot of people can't see. They can't see nothing wrong in what they doing. At all. Some people shoot. If they knew better, just like, you know, the old heads used to tell us, they'd do a lot better. But the fact they ain't had the opportunities to learn certain things, the fact that they ain't had certain experiences before being put in certain positions, they wasn't able to. They wasn't able to quite learn. Hey, you know what? It's better if I do this for myself. Don't leave that to nobody else. Don't lend my energy to people who don't got the same vision as me. For a lot of us, we just being taught to, you know, get the money where we can get it. Do what we can when we can. This wind out here crazy. Wind to go. As much as it's like, dang, why things slow down on me? You still gotta recognize, man, look, slow down on me. You still gotta recognize, man, look, there's a reason. Like Shawty said, there's a time, reason, and the season. You feel me? She said a year. But be that as it may. When things slow down, like I try to tell people, there's rises and falls. Laughs and cries. But through it all, you supposed to know. It's all about preparation. It's all about preparation. So if you take this time to prepare when things slow down, for things to pick back up, guess what? When things pick back up, you gonna be ready to go. So again, like I said, when things get slow, it's just to let you know when it's time to go. Some situations change that you thought would never change. But you know what? It's just to let you know when it's time to go. Because I'm reminded. I am so reminded. What's up with it, Shannon? I am so reminded of how I felt the day I had to leave my house. Because the time was up. Things had slowed down in my relationship. And as much as they slowed down on the progressive end, they sped up on the end of things that wasn't good for me nor the person I was in a relationship with. So as much as, you know, for a lot of us, we would like to play the victim. You know what I'm saying? I could easily tell you a side story that, I mean, not even a side story. I could tell you the story from a side perspective. You feel me? That would easily, you know, make anybody with a heart feel some kind of way. Let's say that. But I'm using this as a scenario to say I remember when I had to go, when things were slow in my relationship. I remember how it felt. I remember the air as it was cold and brisk. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew. I used to always tell myself it'd be a cold day in HE double hockey sticks before I leave my family. But it was in that moment I realized I wasn't leaving my family per se, but I was leaving a toxic relationship, a toxic way of loving, a toxic way of trusting. You feel me? I was leaving that behind. Because now I'm on the other side and I couldn't find. What's up with it, Jay? Good to see you, God. Thanks for being a confirmation of my life. Now that I'm on the other side of that situation, you feel me? 3 years removed, I love the conversation that I have with my ex-wife. I love the revelations in my life that have shown up as a result of conversations that I had with my ex-wife. You know, where she would tell me like, babe, you know, it ain't always got to be about, you know, us always only on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? She used to tell me things like that. Now, mind you, when I was growing up, the way I understood, missed you too. Appreciate that, love. Oh, I'm definitely going to start my subscription thing the next time I come on. So for the family who do appreciate these conversations, I would greatly appreciate if y'all would subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get back to the story time. But here it is, like, I greatly appreciate the conversations that we have now. And this is as though we have a new life. We're able to care for our children and have certain conversations from a standpoint of friends again. You know, we was working in our relationship to try to get back to being friends, you know, before our separation. But, you know, as two people who were just so stubborn, you know what I'm saying, we didn't know how to let go. And sometimes when you in a relationship and you don't know how to let go, you find yourself accepting different things that ain't good for you. Getting back to what we was talking about in the first beginning, about these rappers, these people that find themselves in different industries, signing things that most people would be like, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you sign that? But here it is, when a lot of us only see ourselves one-faceted. You know what I'm saying? When you see yourself only one-faceted, you very insecure. If ain't nobody ever told you, I'm going to let you know. That leads to a level of insecurity that breeds certain things within people that make them do things. You feel me? Like I was just talking to somebody about how certain mannerisms, certain habits will allow for you to recognize what somebody would possibly do given certain circumstances. Simple example. People who smoke. Appreciate y'all tapping that screen, sharing the live. People who smoke, right? If you put them in a stressful situation, it's almost guaranteed that they gonna do what? They gonna smoke. You feel me? They gonna find, you know, a cigarette or something to smoke. So when you think about that, if you trying to repair yourself, The easiest way to repair yourself is to recognize that you're going to have to take on different habits. You're going to have to reinvent yourself, so to speak. You feel me? And for a lot of people, they not willing to do nothing different. And that's why they find themselves in situations that's totally unbecoming of them, to the point people are like, man, why would you do that to yourself? A lot of us ain't willing to reinvent ourselves. You know, a lot of us ain't willing to... Hey, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Oh, yeah. A lot of us are settling because we are too afraid to reinvent ourselves and then wonder why we're not rising. Listen to the phrasing. Listen to the terminology. Listen to the habit that you're forming. Listen to reconstructing what was torn down. You feel me? Reconstructing what was torn down. And for a lot of us, we forget there was a period called the Reconstruction period. And for there to be a period called the Reconstruction period, hear me now, that means something was tore down. Something was intentionally broke up. And so for a lot of the brothers and sisters who, you know, find themselves in situations where we trying to make up for generations of neglect, generations of loss of, you know, right to livelihood and resources, you know, that are one and the same, you feel me? We trying to make up for it to the point like when you see these brothers with these certain accolades or getting a certain amount of bread, you know, they feel like, shoot, hey, this generational wealth, right? This generational wealth. But imagine, y'all, this is, you know, probably crazy of me, but I always have crazy thoughts. Imagine if we sought to take care of a generation. Imagine if we created a circumstance and a situation where a whole generation didn't have to worry. Keep walking past this little spot where it was killing my signal. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. For a lot of us, we just like, you know, the man who buys his shoes and, you know, he want his people to see him in the shoes, you feel me? And as sure as he want them people to see him in his shoes, he must recognize at that point, he did not buy the shoes per se for him, but he bought his shoes per se to protect him from other people or to get a status when seen by other people. So when you think about that, what's up with it, Mr. Too Funny? At the end of the day, this man has to learn self-value. You feel me? We have to learn self-value. And when we learn self-value, underscore what it is. When we learn self-value, there's certain things that we hold dear, that we not willing to risk no more. You know what I'm saying? Starting with our values, our morals, the principles that make us us. But again, we in the aftermath of the what? The Reconstruction period, right? So that means something was tore down. So as much as I could sit here and say, dang, little bro, you tripping, you shouldn't have did that. I understand. But I'm giving you these options so you can see the difference, man. I'm giving you what the elders would say, wisdom. And wisdom come with time. And in my time, I've seen certain things come together. So with these collective of experiences I combine, I come up with a curriculum that I've designed in order to show you, matter of fact, to grow you, to know you are divine. It is from you all things stem. Might I remind you are the greatness that you've been seeking this whole time. You are God. You are all that is. You are divine. Protect the mind by constantly feeding it, constantly growing, opening up your mind further and further. Don't get comfortable. Most of all, hey, know that you can't be bought. Know that you can't be bought. Make sure you apply the things that you were taught. Don't let it fall on deaf ears. For a lot of us, you know, we think study. But guess what? If you constantly studying and never applying the things that you studying, study long, study wrong. It's like, dang, you studied all that not to do it. You studied all that time not to go through with the act. Because it's the act that's going to better your life. Appreciate y'all tapping that screen. We up to 3K likes. Let's keep it going. Because this how we do it, y'all. We change the algorithm by putting energy into the things we know will uplift us on the road to growing. So again, decide what you going to do. Get a foundation of what you going to go through and what's the rules of engagement. Hold on, guys. Can you hear me now? Oh, yeah. Figure out the rules of engagement. And from there, go with y'all move. _ please make sure you inbox me. Got some things up my sleeve I want to make sure you there for. Appreciate you stopping through. But it say Timmy, Kayla. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate that love. This is just part one for real, y'all. This is just part one. Because the main substance is like I said, talking about this, you know, the music industry. Talking about, you know, the different high value industries and how certain things are being used to in turn implode the very people that they trying to so-called uplift. Appreciate that, follow. Again, if y'all don't mind, send me an inbox. Let me know how the message made you feel. Drop a comment on any of my videos that's meant to encourage you, as I have plenty of those on my page. Make sure y'all stop through, check it out on TikTok. Make sure y'all check us out on YouTube. We out here. Oh, that's what's up. I appreciate that. Definitely got plenty of the videos for you to tap into. And we gonna be back in the morning. You feel me? Live to come back tonight. You know what I'm saying? Tonight. Look at you.
Look at you. I'm trying to look, but I can't see nothing.
They caught me out here slipping. I'm out here. Look, I was jet rapping that thing up. I was like, we out, child. Then look who popped up. I'm like, all right, I can't say nah to the homie.
That part.
Like, what's going on?
I can see y'all denying me. What you doing out here?
Man, just trying to encourage the people. We was sitting over here talking about how people ain't willing to adapt and change who they are, so they find themselves having to settle for different things that you just like, you know, why would you go for that? But it's like they not willing to keep growing.
Yeah.
You wonder why you not rising. It's because it's like you said it.
Okay, for those likes.
So shoot, at the end of the day, I tell people, you know, I know things get slow and we get a little discouraged when things do get slow. But know that slowness is just for you to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared to go again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to slow it down just to get prepared to go again. We got stoplights for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody do their part too. You got to be patient. You know, sometimes you got to slow down and let things come into play. You feel me? You over there trying to run up to the line. You the running back. They ain't even snapped the ball yet. What you doing?
Dang.
What you doing? That's a lot of people in life. That's why they wake up every day complaining like, it still ain't here yet. It still ain't here yet. I'm supposed to be this. Well, walk in it. You see us out here walking. Walk in it.
Okay.
You feel me? Shoot. Sometimes you might have to walk to meet your blessing. Ain't no telling who you might walk across while you out here walking.
Listen.
You know, you been looking for somebody to do marketing. Such and such out here, he just happened to be walk past you on the walking path. You feel me? Certain habits that come with people that's progressing out here. So when you out here progressing, you'll start seeing certain people, you be like, hold on. Why come everybody I meet on the walking trail is doing some well-to-do stuff? Why come? Same reason why everybody you meet sitting at the bar or somewhere chilling, smoking, got the same habits too, got the same jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like same reason.
That's some real
So,
talk
hey,
there.
you want to change your life? Sometimes you gotta change you gotta change your environment for a while.
Yep.
Submerge yourself. You know, they say the best way to learn a language is to get around people that speak it.
That's good.
So, same thing with this. You know, you want to change the language of your life. We ain't waking up every day complaining. You know what I'm saying? We
That's
want to
right.
wake up speaking the blessings.
That's right.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. It might seem crazy to begin with, but if you ever been in a situation I done been in where you done doubted God, thought God was gonna leave you out to dry this time. You feel me? And you got down on yourself, and then only to realize what do you say might not come when you want him, but it's always on. Okay, so you was doubting because you didn't know what time we was supposed to meet up. You see what I'm saying? But on the
Uh-huh.
on time point, when it became time, guess who was there? You see what I'm saying? So it's
Come
the
on.
same
Come
thing
on.
for us now. A lot of us, we got to learn that time. We got to learn that
Yep.
timing. You feel me? That's why
That's
the
right.
scripture say, "My ways ain't your ways," but it don't
Oh,
mean
come
your
on,
way. You
talk that
can't
talk.
change your ways. Don't mean you
That's
can't
right.
change your ways. You feel
Oh,
me?
that's
Shoot.
good. That's good.
So for me, guess what I do, bro? Look. It felt crazy at first, but now I'm so glad to tell somebody I do this. Whenever I feel discouraged, I just say I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what's on the other side of this is going to help my unbelief.
Yeah.
See? So, let's go. Let's move. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
At that point, you can't even get mad when you got these lofty ideas. You know, for some of us, we feel like our ideas is too big for our reality. But for me, your understanding of reality is too small.
Come on.
You must be tripping, bro. There's people out here done manifested billions of
Thank
dollars. Cause that's what they was interested in. You feel me?
you.
So
Yes.
you trying to
Put the
tell me you
donut.
can't
Let's eat.
manifest a few thousand? A few thousand? Come on, G. A few
Put
thousand.
the piece.
It, if you focused on it, it will happen. You feel me?
That's correct. That's correct.
I heard the
Thank you
great
for
E.T.
speaking that.
say, well, Eric Thomas, for a lot of people who might not know who that is, he said,
Boy, because I was thinking you was talking about E.T. the extraterrestrial.
hey,
That's
phone home. Hey, E.T.
phone
said
home,
phone
baby.
home.
That's phone home.
Phone home.
That's
So for a lot of
funny.
us, oh, let me deal with ET then real quick.
Hey, work with it. Come on, work with it.
For a lot of us, we got a phone home, and I ain't talking about calling your mama who like to complain about anything and everything. Soon as she feel a hair growing on her back, you know what I'm saying? Baby, it's something back there. I don't know what's going on. No, I ain't
Come
talking
on
about that.
here.
I'm talking about phone home to the purpose that's within you. You know
Check the
that
screen,
great
dog.
desire you have to manifest. Like for me, I seek to manifest a rehabilitation center for
Come
people
on.
that need that. You know what I'm saying? But
Absolutely.
if I was definitely one of those people that felt like, you know, that's too lofty, I don't believe in the power,
Mm-hmm.
then guess what? I would just doubt myself to death. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't go away.
Yes, yes, yes,
You
yes.
still live your life like, dang, I should be doing this. What's up, G, baby?
So let's eat.
So for a lot of us, when I say phone home,
So
no,
T-Bone.
go back to your purpose. You done took on this purpose where everybody else said you would be a good preacher. You would be a good football player. You know what I'm saying? They make a lot of money being a doctor. And so, shoot, you go down them paths and you might even succeed, but for some reason you feel unfulfilled. I'm talking to you. That person that you like, darn, I got it all. You know what I'm saying? Cause I started out talking to the rappers. You feel me? Like, I know you feel like you got it all, but it's like, it's all for nothing though. Cause you can't even break bread with your brothers without getting a RICO charge. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Be
It's
like,
over
oh, with
with.
the head and the mustache, let's go.
Not to mention, they abusing you. Like how many people done seen them beautiful young ladies that's in relationships and the man buy everything, you know. But it's just like it's something off about her. You like, hold on, she got everything, but she still complaining.
Yeah.
Because there's some aspect in her life that's unfulfilled that money just ain't. Come on now, it ain't the blanket. You can't just put that blanket over everything. You gonna need some different levels of passion, intimacy to fulfill certain things within your life, and that's why you gotta phone home. Because if you're not passionate, intimate with yourself, meaning you know what make you tick, you know when you bullying, and you need to push through it. If you can't love on yourself, right? Hold up now. It's time out for us expecting people to do for us what we won't do for ourselves.
You talking good.
What?
Come on.
What? You want love on yourself, but you want everybody else to love, man. Quit playing.
I
And
talked
for a
about
lot
that
of us, we
yesterday.
be loving on ourselves, but we don't give ourselves no credit. We don't give ourselves no credit. Man, you can clearly see my bro got up, washed his face, brushed his teeth. You know what I'm saying? But for a lot of us, we think like, oh, that's just what you supposed to do. Now, hold on. You supposed to give yourself some credit. Don't let people look at you like you got a book in your nose. Because the most confident person is going to win everybody over. You feel me? And when you recognize the highest effect we can have on each other is to inspire.
That's right.
Hey, be inspired to be you. So like E.T. said, phone home. And when I say phone home, go within to know who the real you is. You can't be like my mama and them wasn't no good examples. My daddy wasn't there. Nope, not gonna work.
Thank y'all for
Cause the
tapping that
same people
screen.
that we see out here being successful and we think is great, shoot, a lot of those people come from backgrounds they ain't had none of that.
Forward.
They ain't had none of that. But it took what? Perseverance. It took you willing to be consistent when problems was consistently being thrown at you. You know,
Jackson.
money don't only determine your riches, but your spirit determine your riches.
That's
You
correct.
feel me? Passing
Absolutely.
over opportunity repeatedly. You feel me? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's poor. I heard a man say that. You feel me? That's what it really mean to be poor. But when you can't be grateful enough, like I was telling you earlier, bro, I just say thank you because I recognize these so-called problems, bro. They be opportunities. You feel me? And it's like, dang, you gotta be grateful that you got this problem because as sure as you got this problem, once you find a solution, guess what? You got an opportunity to provide a solution for everybody else.
That's right.
You feel me? The
It's
biggest
working.
products out here was created to find solutions for other people. Bill Gates said, I always give a lazy person the biggest problem because I know they're going to find the easiest way to get it done. I'm just saying, be you wherever you at. You know what I'm saying? Be you wherever you at. But
Absolutely.
don't make no excuses. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no excuses. Scottish
MVP
Empress.
stay in the
Appreciate
chat,
everybody
family.
tapping
Thank you so
in.
much. Shout out to the Tiffany Tappers in the room. Thank
Big
y'all for being
tappers in the
here.
room.
What's
Shout
good,
out to
Line
G
Squad?
Baby, Toya, Scottish. Man, shout out to my co-host over there for being so dope. He made me do an
Yep.
extra lap on my look. Made me do an extra lap on my walk today, boy. I
And
said,
you did
hold on.
fine. I'm grateful for that. I'm here for a fellow speaking real facts, good stuff. I'm here for that. How you doing this morning? How y'all doing?
Likewise,
Good.
King.
Well, we gonna holler at you, my friend.
Yep.
You
I
stay
see you in a
blessed,
minute.
stay up, keep speaking them facts.
For sure, King. Appreciate you popping in.
All right.
Love. Yes, sir. We on this journey, y'all. We on this journey. We got this. Ain't nothing we can't accomplish. Just recognize we on the conquest. You know what I'm saying? Again, y'all make sure y'all catch the playback on Gold Mine Tree Tribe TV. Once again, that's Gold Mine Tree Tribe TV. I'll see y'all in just a few. You heard me? Most of all, I'll definitely see y'all in the morning. Oh, dang, hold on. We got one more person coming through. Hope this shit ain't playing no music. Hello? I knew she was playing some music. Lord. I can't hear you over the music, lady. What you up to?
Nothing up here. I heard these TikTok streets. You know I don't be out here like that. Hey,
I
713.
see.
Hey, Sam.
I ain't been out here in a minute either, though. What's up with it, Coco?
Me is
I ain't been out here in a minute. It's been about 3-4 months. For real. I see you over there turned today. You got your squad with you or you just getting on?
Yeah, I got 10 people. I'm just getting on literally. You my first person.
Okay.
Hey, Mark.
See you
Damn.
coming for me early.
Jason. I see everybody. Tap that screen. Tap the shirt.
Appreciate y'all
Tap
tapping
the
in.
shirt.
Tap the screen because they coming for us early, y'all. This thing gonna season change. It's trying to get them herbs out. That's how you feeling though.
You hear me? About to go in and
Man, I
work out.
see. I see.
Like, wow. Fat boy.
I
Her
see you
first
about to
time
work
that
out.
day before he can't breathe.
Oh Lord.
You back.
Oh Lord.
Talking like that.
Oh Lord. Don't do me like that.
Where you been? Why you ain't been on this side? Because I ain't been on either. What's going on? Why you been on this side?
Man, I've been out here grinding, trying to go up another
Now, come
level.
for
You hear me?
real, you hear me? There's no
Trying
one
to
come
go
sleep
up.
like I've been woke. I don't even I'm my Kevin Gates. You feel me?
For
On this
sure.
side. So,
Not at all.
Carolina underscore King in the building.
It been crunch time like a mud. What's up, Big Cheers?
Step over them lights and them lights up.
It's
Boy,
been.
stop playing with that boy. Move.
Uh-oh.
Let's go with the
Y'all
hell.
better quit playing with him. You
Fuck
better
you.
quit playing with him.
Hey.
Man, these trees is like, boy, wake up. Goddamn
I
trees.
know.
They over here.
Listen. Hey, listen. It's cool when
Ooh,
they
what's up, Queen? Appreciate
first
that love.
they pop
Queen
together.
CC Marie in the building. She tripping over there. But now, y'all, keep it steady, you feel me? Make sure y'all learn to be grateful for these little problems that keep coming your way. Thank you, CC, for the follow. I'm definitely going to follow you back, my G. Domo in the building. What it do, though? Shout out to all God's children. You do know. You feel me? Thank you so much, Queen C, for sharing. Appreciate that. Appreciate everybody tapping in, sharing the live. Man, this part one today for everybody who might have just showed up. Man, bro, we just got to do building about how, if you ain't willing to adapt or change up, you might perhaps find yourself in a situation where you got to settle, you feel me? And don't be surprised if you find yourself settling and you're not rising. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the phrase. Listen to the phrase. If you find yourself having a habit of settling and you wonder why you're not rising, it's because you keep on going down in your understanding of where you should be at right now. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Big facts. So, hey, work on changing your perception of yourself. Learn to love yourself enough to reinvent how you see you. To reinvent how you see you. And then, and only then, will you be able to appreciate the different levels that you could be heading to. But if you can't perceive it, you won't believe it, and you darn sure won't achieve it. I know it look easy, but that's what it look like when you get in full stride with who you really are. It really can be easy for all of us. But we gotta be true to ourselves. To ourselves, always be ye true. What's up with it? Romeo in the building. To yourself, always be true, y'all. Always be true. And for a lot of us, we ain't being true to ourselves. We ain't taking that time to get to know self enough to know what's important to you, to even be able to be true to yourself. Okay? So, hey, work on it. Work on it. And I ain't telling you nothing I wouldn't do and I ain't currently doing, because it's a constant. It's a constant work. What I said the other day, it get harder when you juggling, came up, now you bubbling. I remember it was nothing when we ain't had nothing in. Look at her, man. Hard on me. She done took us down through that. And she got 9. We didn't even notice you got a little streaky streak. Hilarious. This ain't that drink, this elixir. This ain't that drink, this elixir. This ain't that drink, this elixir. Ain't through with that pressure. Just to deal with the mix up. Be careful, they ain't through with that pressure. Just to deal with the mix up. Be careful, they might stretch you. If you out here getting hit up. Them folks ain't gonna know nothing. They don't know who did what. It's a beautiful picture. Hey, why? Coco, what you doing, love?